can't go wandering off now. How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Rattay?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
I'm not so sure about that. Even the best of folks can fall out. One small wrong word robs them up the wrong way. And next thing you know, the claws are out.
Aye, I suppose. Still, though, I reckon it'll be fine.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Hey, Conrad, one little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
This is boring. Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give over, Tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave behind me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
Have you ever been in these parts before?
No, but I know there's a village called Troskovis at the foot of the castle, and there's a tavern there. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely on the locals. I got the dice ready for it. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like. I must remind him.
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. Want to bet that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right? We'll see whose side luck is on today. Well, you're not afraid of anything. No, that's as far as I go. If I was you, I'd take it. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know? Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. Curva! Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and von Berghoff will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
How about playing one more time?
All right, but this time only for honor. Otherwise, you'll take my braze. Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. That's enough for me. Your turn. Aye, that'll do. Here.
Biết à? Đánh bài á? Không. Ờ, cờ bạc thì đúng hơn chứ. Mấy cái xúc xắc thế mà nó vẫn còn đi tiếp được.
Ha ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
How about another round? Same bet. Let the lads drink on your coin too.
Nah, that's enough humiliation from me.
Ôi giời. Mấy cái đồng mà, mấy cái xúc xắc này đen quá. Lù lù. Bây giờ mới chơi mà.
It seems Tanker
Đâu?
can't tell a five
Tôi
from
vừa mới
six.
lên một lúc,
I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard.
mới lên một lúc mới chưa được
You're a
bắt
damn
đầu
man, Henry. Thanks.
đánh
Will
bạc,
you give it
lấy
to
lại
me?
cái nhẫn cho cái
Run
thằng
your
già kia
home
để
down and the old woman
lấy
will
cái xúc
rake
xích
a broom
cho
over
con chó nó ăn.
What will you give me for it?
Well,
Đánh
what
bài.
I've got here is some grub.
Thế à?
A sausage.
Nó có nói đấy.
venison.
All right.
Nó có hướng dẫn đấy. Nó
You
có
ain't
chỉ ấy.
easily find another mug who'll
Con
exchange a
đọc
ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
cái bài à? Đúng rồi. Nó có đấy. Nó có cái tutorial ấy. Ra đồng kiếm. Đấu kiếm luôn à? Đấu kiếm à? Đấy nhanh thế. Tôi lấy luôn. Nó cũng không có gì. Chắc gì đã phải mất tiền. Cho con chó đâu rồi.
Come here.
Lấy xúc xích cũng đưa cho nó ăn. Đây tôi chuẩn bị cho nó ăn. Đây cho nó xúc xích. Hết rồi không ạ? Hết rồi. Đúng rồi. Bật motion lên. Đó, hết rồi. Bật motion cái hết luôn. Chắc con nó có khi lỗi. Đấy. Sao?
Henry, come here.
Tưởng cái gì cơ? Thì bị ngắt quãng nhỉ? Tự nhiên nghe nó ngắt quãng. Bị ngắt quãng. Lại đang nghe đến câu cuối tự nhiên bị ngắt mất.
Henry, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Biết có phải do. Đấy. Gì đây?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment, but true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your
Không.
first action as leader of my
Thấy
bodyguard.
không?
Let's see if you keep it up. But
Có
we
vẻ
managed
như
the
là chỉ có ở
situation
trên
all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah
trên
should
YouTube
see
thôi.
this, maybe he finally stopped treating me like a child.
Còn nếu mà ở trên
I don't know.
PS5 thì không
When
thấy
I
mà.
look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my ass. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of sword play.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a
Đấy.
bit of sword play for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers
Chắc
for
lại
later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting
Bảo
remarks
cháu
to
có ai.
yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Tập lấy kiếm. Ừ đấy. Cái này chuyện lắm, có chuyện lấy kiếm. Nhưng mà hay thế này mà lại kém.
So, should we start?
Do you think we're going to fight with our cocks? Put on your helmet and armor, grab a practice sword and come along.
Đấy, bắt mình mặc bằng mấy cái bộ quần áo kia mà nữa. Đội mũ vào nữa, hoi mà nữa. Đấy. Chính là hoi nhé.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got
Cứ
your
phải
armor.
nhìn vào điện
Good.
thoại.
I won't hold back. Ready?
Đấy.
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Đúng rồi. Chả đợi bừa như
Get
này.
up close to me. Is that the best you've got?
Đấy, đúng rồi.
Work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're
Tập.
warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice
Đúng
and
rồi,
try
cái
it
trò
yourself.
Gladly.
Harry gì hai gì. Cái này vẫn hay hơn à?
Nice.
Đấy.
Defend yourself properly. What are you doing? Cover. That's the way.
Đỡ. Tập đỡ nữa.
That's the way. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Perfect
Start
block.
your attack then.
Ok, counter này.
That's it. You're doing great, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can
Riposte.
manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. After covering,
À,
you have to
đúng rồi,
strike
nên cẩn
straight
thận.
away.
Mẹ mày.
Sweet. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't
Bernard.
bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Dạ.
Then it's best to attack at a spot
Nếu
where
mà
your opponent isn't
đông
covered.
đông quá thì
Where he's not
nguy hiểm
holding
lắm.
his weapon. You defend.
Làm sao mà
I'll show you how.
mình
All right.
đỡ được hết đấy. Đấy.
Don't hack at my sword. Strike somewhere else. Ooh. That was too slow. Nice. Nice work, Henry. Good riposte. Oh, nice, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed.
Đang huấn luyện được thằng này
Let's
nhưng
have
thực
a
chất là
wager
mình
to
đang
spice things up. How
huấn luyện cho người
about
chơi ấy
100
chứ.
groschen?
Gì đấy? Reply, look. Suit me, I don't want that.
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or
Lại
not?
còn cược thêm luôn.
Fine, 200.
200 luôn. Mẹ, trời lớn luôn. Ui, mẹ ơi.
Off to a good start.
Thế à?
Now we're even.
Đấy, cày. Để còn để ý sức nữa chứ.
That one hit the spot.
Hết sức. Thắng này. Tiền của tao mà. Làm gì có chuyện để thua dễ đâu. Vẫn chưa được học combo.
Fuck me.
Chưa thắng rồi. Đâu thế? Mình bao nhiêu tiền á? Ấn nút bên dưới không à? Nút nhìn xem bên dưới không? Xong rồi ngay bên dưới màn hình có cái chỗ màu đỏ, mấy cái màu đỏ ấy. Nói chung là nó ngay bên dưới luôn thôi. Nó ngay cái số cân của ông mà ông có thể giữ được. Đấy. Mới đầu vào nó cho 1.000 tiền.
I yield. Enough. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable. Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle
thắng là
with
được
you when we
tiền
get
rồi.
to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me
Để có
quite
tiền.
an appetite.
Xong bây giờ đi ăn thôi. Vẫn chưa tắt cũng Motion blur đi. Hết chưa ta? Ấy, mẹ cứ tắt motion blur nên là bị. Có vẻ như là nó tắt motion blur đi là bị không ạ? Đúng rồi. Để tôi bật lên. Hết rồi. Bật lên cái là hết. Cũng không hẳn, cũng bình thường, cũng chẳng sao, gọi là tắt đi để cho nó đỡ mờ đi một chút thôi. Để nguyên thì cũng không có gì. Để tắt thử đi xem nó có hết không. Có vẻ như nó chả hết.
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty.
Vẫn dậy.
A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fellow
Nó
was
định
there.
còn định chơi đi con gái của bạn bán nước nha. Mấy cái tavern. Đấy. Dạ, tôi cho kia. Bây giờ là sẽ tăng chỉ số gì đây? Máu và chuỗi địa chỉ. Nói đi.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away.
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Throwing groschen around like
Liên
that.
kết à? Hình như nó có bảo ông liên kết mà. Liên kết cái tài khoản pro gì của bọn nó. Game này chưa rõ.
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
Chắc là liên kết với tài khoản pro là được. Xong rồi tài khoản pro
She's a fine lass.
chắc vậy chăng?
Is she any good?
Xong rồi tài khoản Twitch thì nó có tài khoản PS5 của mình rồi này. Thì có khi là chắc vậy để xem. Chắc vẫn chưa được cơ à? Có thùng đồ gì không? Hòm hiếc các thứ gì? Chắc cứ để xem.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Listen up. I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough. You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame. You know, this traveling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from
Còn muỗi.
where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Bây giờ lại kỹ năng mới à? Có vẻ như là stealth cũng cần thiết đấy. Stealth đi.
Camp with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. so I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Stèo
Oh,
nén nút.
yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just
Để trộm
overlooked me.
đồ xong rồi
You
ám
gave
sát
me
chúng
a
nó.
nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Cung cũng được. You can what a weapon. Đấm thì cũng thế. Có kiếm vẫn là tốt nhất. Cộng kiếm à? Kiếm thì mình dùng nhiều thì cũng lên level đấy. Cung thì tăng độ chính xác. I prefer shooting weapon. Yep.
The sword is a weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No
Kiếm,
doubt
kiếm,
you're going
kiếm.
to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated. Let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Tắm.
Let's go and strip, Henry.
Đi tắm.
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Uống rượu vàng thay vì uống nước.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir.
Rượu cho quý tộc uống.
Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Mẹ mặc giáp vào lặng.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view
Phải trưởng vậy.
for a king.
Cái đéo nữa. Chắc chắn mẹ kiểu đấy tôi chắc chắn là từ chối.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold.
Cái đéo nữa. Quá. Vãi nhỉ.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Mà.
Come on.
Cái gì nữa?
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Wow. Vãi cả trường. Mọi.
What's the matter?
Females.
Đấy. Không biết nó có cho mình lựa chọn từ chối không đấy mẹ.
Oh, shut up and let's go.
Đấy, thế còn được.
We don't want them to spot us.
Đấy, mẹ chịu ơi. Đấy. À, phục vụ cho mấy thằng BD.
Head down, Henry.
We've
got to sneak closer. Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't get away.
Đấy. Thì chắc kiểu đấy. Bọn guốc. Dựa như bọn nó. Đây lại đi tắm xong cuối cùng đi rình mò như này. Mẹ.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Gì. Mẹ.
One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Là một.
What was that? What was that sound? All right.
It worked. Let's go.
What is this
Này
racket
hướng.
thing? Oh my god.
Mẹ thất bại cái đoạn này tiếng đéo nữa. Thất bại mẹ. Vứt đá đi mẹ nó quay lại. Ê. Đùa mình. Lại phải đi lại. Xem. Lót đại đường mà. Thế à? Lót đại có chỗ lót lại. Nó kiểu nó auto lưu trong một số đoạn thôi. À đi luôn. Đấy. Dạ, đấy đúng rồi, khỏe nó này. Nó thổi phồng lên chết dở. Mà nó quay nhanh thế nhỉ, mẹ đáp như thế mà nó quay lại luôn đéo.
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get close.
closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hey?
It worked. Let's go.
It was nothing.
Mẹ. Đáp mẹ người nó. Mẹ. Đáp mẹ người nó đi mẹ. À nó quay lại nó nhìn mình. Mẹ tí này được.
Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Này sẽ khác nhau thì mình di chuyển theo kiểu
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
cái thằng ham này. Tụi bạn nữa. Nhiều đấy chứ.
We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
It worked. Let's go.
Hey?
Không tính là bị nhìn thấy. Đúng không ta? Journal. Vâng. Và ngã. Ở thế đúng rồi đấy, ngoài đời như thế là đúng rồi. Đợi bám sát thực tế được. Reddit cũng thế, Reddit mấy lần cũng bị ngã ngựa. Bị bắt rồi. Cái gì đây, cái gì đấy? Ê, mẹ mấy ông kia bị cướp à? Rồi xong mẹ bị cướp mẹ ơi. Ôi, mấy ông kia, hai ông kia đi tắm mẹ đéo quay lại, bị mấy ông kia bị cướp nó đánh chết mẹ hết rồi. Bị thiếu người, có vẻ như bị đánh bất ngờ quá. Đúng rồi. Đấy, giết sạch luôn. Đấy. Gì thư kìa, nó lấy lẻ luôn thư luôn rồi. Gì đây? Rồi nó bắt cóc cả mấy con kia luôn à. Rồi xong. Đấy, tớ hiểu mẹ đi tuần tra cái kiểu gì mà vẫn để hở ra được mấy thằng này. Bây giờ em đéo có vũ khí cơ, mẹ quần áo, giáp.
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastards with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Rồi bị đuổi.
Enough, I said.
What the fuck? She's mine.
Không cho bắt gái. Thằng kia đấu cho.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Không như vậy là bắn tên.
Did you learn to swim? Just now.
Thằng kia nó biết bơi á. Thế mà... Ui, mẹ nó bắn mẹ trúng tay mẹ rồi. Mấy lì nẹt nào. Áo giáp rồi vũ khí các thứ mẹ vứt hết đấy, mẹ ông tiền đấy chứ. Rồi xong mẹ. Ui, con chó vẫn chạy được rồi.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You're rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call...
Kia đang bơi đâu biết gì luôn. Mũi tên găm một người nó không biết.
You've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Bây giờ nó còn có nỏ đấy chứ.
Lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Một này đen thế. Đi đưa thư thôi mà cũng bị gặp cướp rồi. Ui mẹ còn muốn tí máu đấy.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky?
Trên người đéo có một què gì luôn.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled.
Go around.
You two, go up there.
Gì?
Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks.
À, hôi đúng không? Hôi à? Dạ.
Didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back.
Trong thêm mẹ chức năng hồi chân hồi lách à?
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
Swim all the fucking way across. Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easy here. In that skirmish on the other side.
In the back, pitch black. Will all your torch darting blind you?
Leave it out. Catch you some naked men.
But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We'll fuck.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Con này đông thế.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here.
You be keeping
Still.
watch instead. You reckon we'll find
Để bọn ấy đông thế nhỉ? Mẹ sao bọn ấy đám cướp này đông thế nhỉ? Mẹ, ui, còn mẹ nó biết mình đâu rồi? Biết được mình chạy đến núi nào sao đấy? Mà đâu phải.
Hey,
Ui,
Hans, there's more of them up top.
trốn mẹ. Ui, chạy nhanh mẹ. Mẹ, chạy nhanh. Đồ đéo nào bây giờ?
Here. Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Hai thằng này mẹ cứ cãi nhau.
Stop it. This
Như hai
isn't
thằng
going
hề.
to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Em sao? Rồi. Death Stranding 2 GT6 nữa. Vẫn còn mấy con nữa nhỉ? 3 con này.
Where are they? I don't know. I'll show you. Alert! To arms!
Bọn này đấy. Kẹt mẹ núi này rồi. Lại la lại rồi. Ông ủa gì nhỉ? À, có Monster. Monster thì cũng không khoái nó lắm. Không nói gì bình thường. Đi áo. Cắm điện. Nhìn lên kia thì mới được ngủ. Sợ hàng kia rồi mẹ lại đang trốn đi đâu rồi?
Hans, hey, Hans.
Tìm thằng liền than này đâu nhỉ?
Where is he?
À đúng rồi, lúc cái chỗ mẹ đó.
What's that? Fuck it. Go to hell!
Bắt mẹ. Thế mà nếu kịp mà làm cho nó gục knock out nó. Ê lại mất thời gian đi lại. Mình lấy đồ của chúng nó được mà nhỉ?
Attack!
Cái đéo làm sao? Ở đâu? Toàn đúng lúc nó quay lại thế nhỉ?
come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him. Aye. But he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. I must be mad. Huh? Strange. You'll pay for that.
Đỡ cho mình bẻ cổ mấy ông này sao nhỉ? Nãy giờ đéo bẻ cổ được thằng đéo nào vậy chứ? Thử lại lúc lần cuối.
I don't know. They must have come this way, damn it. Huh? Oh!
Có vẻ như đéo cho rồi. Nút gì nhỉ? Nút L2 không? Đúng rồi, đỡ nút L2. Nó có cái berry đấy, berry xong rồi chém lại nó đấy. Thì ông phải ấn lé perfect ấy, lé hoàn hảo à, xong rồi ấn chém luôn ngay lập tức. Thì là không nhầm, đỡ không, đỡ không, lé hình như chưa hay sao, lé không biết có không. Đấy đúng rồi, nhưng mà ông phải chém nó ngay lập tức luôn thì nó mới tính là counter lại, là tức là ông sẽ chém lại nó.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
Biết thế nào nhỉ? Quần áo dính máu thì chắc chỉ là ấy qua thôi, còn nếu mà để mà giặt sạch chắc là phải đi tắm không?
This looks like a way out. Hans!
Oh, God, we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Ê, con mẹ con chó đi.
You're a dead man!
giết được thằng này. Bắt buộc là phải ngã.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Nói của cái vách vẫn còn sống được.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Pa.
Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I?
Dead?
Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Điên mẹ đã lột quần áo của thằng mình mới giết rồi.
Where am I?
Thế em đâu để lại cho mình cái bộ nào? Ui mẹ, rồi cao thế mà đâu chết, what the fuck? Đéo gì vậy? Chắc là bám một người thằng kia, thế nên là giảm mất lực rồi.
We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Điều này ảo giác à?
Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable. Jesus, don't do this to me.
Bị thiếu máu à? Ảo sinh ảo giác.
Let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck. Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father? Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
whatever he
on.
owes me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run.
No. Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Bugs.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
No.
It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
Chúng ta phải đi.
I see the light.
Ông đang đọc lại nó cái lời nó nói lúc mà thằng Han kia đang dìu Henry đến cái căn nhà gỗ gì của ai này.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Có bà già này
Let's
giúp đấy.
have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Thằng Lin nói mẹ nó cầm mẹ em. Lấy con dao nhanh nhưng mà thằng kia đang bị
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
sống đang bình thường. Ui, mẹ máu chảy ghê thế. Này đang mơ về bố mẹ nó. Có vẻ như là nó đang nhớ lại cốt truyện phần 1. Bố với mẹ nó ở chắc game.
I've come from Scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie.
Tỉnh rồi.
Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Giờ lại phải kiếm đồ kiếm lại đồ rồi. Cái bộ giáp đầu game đang đẹp mẹ. Ôi thằng
What happened? What
Đấy.
about Hans?
He's taken care of for
Không còn một
now,
cái gì nữa.
but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
Này còn đang bị bệnh à?
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this
Vẫn đang bị chảy máu.
and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash
Cryogene
all
nhỉ?
that nasty grime off of yourself.
Cryogene đẹp phết
I
nhỉ?
found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat.
Cryogene chắc là tôi nhớ thì có con game Warfare. Warfare. Có một con đấy thôi. Con gì tôi cũng không nhớ nữa. Đấy, ngày xưa lúc Việt Nam nó có phát hành con game Warfare nữa. Giờ đấy tôi chơi nên tôi nhìn thấy nó có Cryogene.
What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told
Biết
me.
sao
I'll go and check on him.
lại chọn Cryogene nhưng mà có đâu đến nỗi tệ đâu.
Come
Đẹp
and
phết mà.
see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculously. Miraculous. Survived a terrible fall, but you know, so man. Ui mẹ, mình bị mất một chút main level skill and perk. Your extensive injury, you have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. Mẹ nó, cày thế nhở? Xem nó trừ của mình mất bao nhiêu đây. Ui, bây giờ nó trừ mất mình 9 level quá. Téo gì mình... Đấy là cái bà kia nói vậy. Còn mấy kỹ năng kia mình sẽ phải tự lấy lại hết không à? Tự cày lại hết. Ở đây, alchemy, craftsmanship. Đấy, chơi từ đầu lại hết. Drinking, horseman, hound master, stealth kills, takedown. Ui, bao nhiêu level mà. Kiếm của mình. Combo này. Bây giờ phải nhớ combo nữa chứ. Lower left strike. Trái phải. Trái phải trái. Phải trái phải. Trái phải trái và phải. Đúng rồi. Long sword, kiếm dài. Mỗi loại kiếm ở trong phần người chơi player combo long sword, one-handed sword, sword shield. Nó có nhiều loại kiếm dài, kiếm ngắn, rồi là skill đấy. Thì ông lên level cao thì kỹ năng kiếm của ông sẽ nhiều hơn. Còn đâu là có thể là đi loanh quanh, hình như nó sẽ có thể nó chỉ ông một cách combat là combo gì đấy. Ông xem ông thích chơi cái gì, kiếm với khiên hay là dìu. Kiếm khiên với nỏ ở đấy cũng được. Thì nó có nhiều loại. Thì ông khiên tung thì nỏ thì nó cũng được đấy chứ, nhưng hình như là nỏ đam thì chắc chắn là không thể bằng cung được hay sao ấy. Bởi vì là cung thì mình khỏe, mình có thể kéo nó mạnh hơn đấy, lực nó cũng khỏe hơn. Nỏ thì được cái cũng khỏe đấy, nhưng mà độ chính xác của nó sẽ cao hơn cung. Hay mà, thì cũng được. Đấy, tôi nghĩ tôi sẽ chơi cung trước đã, nỏ thì sau. Chúng sinh súng à? Súng cũng được đấy, nhưng mà cứ từ từ xem. Đấy.
Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Xem có đói không. Với cả cái này cũng phải để ý nữa là đói nữa. Đói rồi ngủ. Ăn. Nhưng mà ăn rồi ngủ. Đấy. Uống thì không sao. Uống thì không. Uống nữa thì nhiều thứ quá nhỉ. Nhưng mà sao múc có hơi tệ chút là múc lấy xìa múc cái nồi hầm mà chả thấy đồ ăn súp gì ở trên cái thìa cả. Lại mất cái tính đấy. Đáng ra nó phải múc đoạn đấy thế nhỉ. Ăn mẹ hết súp rồi. Xem còn cái gì không. Vẫn chưa đủ lo, mới được có 8 man. Tại chưa có knock pick.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bajana, too.
There's a water trough in front of the hut. Have a wash there, so you're fit to face the world.
Ok. Lockpick kìa. Bây giờ mình còn chưa có lockpick nữa. Ừ. Ui kìa. À, đây cái này để lưu game này. Bánh mì. Giảm thức ăn nhanh phết đấy. Có gần 50 nữa à? Đấy là hay nhỉ? Được chứ nhỉ? À. Biết nữa. Thử xem. Chưa rõ nhỉ? Đi có gì đây? Marigold này. Nhặt mấy cái hoa, mấy cái thảo dược nhặt để có gì còn chế thuốc các thứ nữa. Chơi này cũng mất thời gian đấy. Muốn làm hết tất cả mọi thứ thì rất là mất nhiều thời gian. Ừ, đấy. Nhưng mà hay. Con chó à? Bà già nuôi chó ở đây canh nhà. Thế à? À. Thế được rồi, lấy hết. Đấu khó không? À. Thế được. Punch will open the sub-slot that place potion and boost into place. Thế là vậy. Có cả mấy cái đai đeo quần thứ. À đây mấy có táo ấy. Ây da, mẹ ăn hơi quá mẹ ơi. Format đầy nhanh thế. Tại chưa có vũ khí nhỉ?
Feel like a new man.
À đây à, hunting
This will be
sword.
the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
evening.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Lại đi chôn xác. Xem map có rộng ta. Trong này á? Không. Hiện tại thì chưa ông ạ. Vẫn ok đấy. Bể xác. Dịch nhanh nhé. Nó dịch nhanh hay là Google cái phần mềm dịch nhanh? Ừ, ừ. Đây là ra mấy kia bây giờ ra chỗ Y à. Đấy, bây giờ mang sách này chôn cái đã. Mấy cái cây thuốc cũng bị à.
Ah, shit. Soldier. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Chôn cái thằng cỏ này nữa. Con lợn. Chém nó đấu chết.
Damn, shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Các tôi cũng chuẩn bị nấu thuốc như sao đây?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Something happening rồi. Chắc hình như có đoạn chuẩn bị đi đánh nhau ấy ta đây. Ủa.
Some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to
Mấy thằng mất
cold
dạy
steel.
giả vờ
Who
là
the hell
lính
are
của
you?
bọn
And what are
von
you doing
Bergov.
here?
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Well, that wouldn't be very nice. The thing is, I don't see no angry fellas with axes. Just an old hag, and some wretch who won't live to tell the tale of how we dealt with him.
Hey,
This'll be quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick.
Get ready to face your maker.
Fucking butchery!
Chạy ạ.
I don't want to die!
Shit!
Save yourself!
Chạy á. Chạy á. Chạy đấy. À, mẹ em chạy. Chết chứ mày. À. Tiếp Silver phát hành nhưng mà Warhorse nó làm thế à? Tôi cũng không nhớ. À. Thế à? Rộng. Được bán mấy cái này bán được tiền. mở đường vào. À đó rồi. Độc chó bị đuổi. Ừ. Hay. Toàn hết. Trên. Tiền. Chó nằm ở ghế sau.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Đây đến lúc bị hết thuốc rồi. Bây giờ quả animation thì xịn sò đẹp nhất.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
wine, 2 handful cayenne, handful of sage. For 1 turn.
You must have read it by now, surely.
Let's see. Okay. Well, for 1 turn, grind the sage and add it to the pot. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good.
Okay.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
You regulate được 1, 2, 3 có 3 mức độ.
Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Right, put down.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Dạ thuốc cứ như
Have you ground it?
thì lang băng.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
Đang ấy nè, sắp xong rồi.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to
Hay
do
phết.
now is decant it. Get a file.
Tôi xem qua thì thấy cũng dựa dựa nhưng mà thế nó khác hay sao? Cũng khác đi một chút không? Potion. Cái này xong rồi. Cái này xong rồi.
Why haven't you decanted it? You'll find the file done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Xong.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Người vẫn sạch. Bây giờ đi ngủ một tí à? Ngủ để lưu game.
A sword such as
mơ
this
tiếp.
will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Nhưng mà chắc fail tùy trong. Bởi vì bây giờ cũng mới đầu mà, khó mà lên được cao nhanh lắm. Bây giờ chỉ có đi lõi càng nhiều càng tốt thôi. Thì chắc may ra nó vẫn còn tăng.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Chúc kỹ năng. Được cộng điểm rồi. Ôi, giờ nhiều thứ thế mẹ. Đâu biết. Vừa mới đi ngủ tỉnh dậy nằm mơ ấy. Charming man. If you lose a reputation, who is a friend to all is a friend to none. You can be a friend anyone. To gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Mấy cái cộng này cũng sẽ đáng nhỉ. Nhiều thứ để cộng phết. Ui xời. Reputation increase with 10% higher. Drop 10% fixed. Death. These attributes. If you have done nothing if you have no if you Speak for so much. Still. Certainly what. Silver tongue. To store ingredients properly and keep them in fresh and edible state for long. So you tell anyone. Raw food and open. Practicing the economics spiritual way you can brew for while brewing potion, imagining rules not discretion. Children, this song. Razor sharp, anyone who do not know to give so. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, cost no longer. All one clean you present yourself. Drinking my cup if you want me to get a hangover instead of eating now you wrong. Plus when you draw all the bed, so you sleep like a king. And from subcock, you likely to be injured by falling because of pictures and bring a additionally, because you now punch instead of style bushman. Defend again your attempt to stun or still kill them. They will suffer penalty to their stun. They will make it easier. Duck. Increase for you time. Only bit. But a bit more. Ừ. Ừ. Hay. Nếu mà không 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 lời thoại, không hiểu cốt truyện thì cũng mất hay. Hay. Ừ đấy. Thế lại không nào online. Rồi, xong. Chết bỏ ăn quá nhiều. Đấy, ăn quá nhiều rồi. Ngủ thế cũng chỉ được 84 rồi.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Có đồ ăn các thứ luôn.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Tarnberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh.
Yeah.
I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Rattay, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov,
Bây giờ
I shall reward you as
quần áo thì không có, thư thì cũng không.
my word of honor.
Làm sao mà vào được lâu đài bây giờ?
Curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Zheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Zheleov is Takhov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Zheleov and Takhov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Zheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskovitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaramir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah. All right. I won't pry. What about those armed men who came here?
Me and Pavlena dragged the bodies away into the woods and covered them up. Ain't nobody gonna find them. Take care.
Fine.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods. And when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semin's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskovitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trotsky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. God be with you.
Good day to you.
Yeah. Greetings.
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Rattay with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go!
Yeah. Nó vẫn có thể mình em thì cũng căng nhỉ.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond is Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw
Được.
it.
Thế mình làm thế bây giờ
I'd never mistake
chả
his
dám ăn
ugly
cắp.
face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle.
Đấy. Tức là khi mà bán hàng á, nó không bán được giá cao thì cũng căng.
Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Tiếp điện. Làm nhiệm vụ làm nhiệm vụ chắc là giúp đỡ gì đấy. Hai thằng trắng tay đi lởn vởn chụp. Để trắng tay luôn. Không còn kiếm nữa chứ. Trên cut screen nhìn đẹp hết. Mấy cái cut screen nhìn đẹp. Giờ vũ khí mà còn chưa có. Vũ khí đẻo thì có, nhưng mà giờ lấy được cái kiếm dài đàng hoàng sử dụng. Ôi mẹ, chó đuổi. À đến cái đoạn mà ông bầu chó đuổi lên nhá. À đây nha. Thế tôi sau ông chắc tầm 30 phút 1 tiếng rồi. Đuổi. Và hai thằng nhìn cứ mãi nhìn gái thế là bị chó đuổi này. Có vẻ như bây giờ mới đầu vào game vẫn chưa có cái chỗ nào để lấy đồ kia rồi. Chắc vẫn còn lâu. Chắc phải về hẳn lúc sau thôi. Như kiểu cái hòm đồ như của Dying Light ấy. Phải đợi.
You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
Đấy.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine.
Oh fucking hell.
Được đấy, vẫn chưa tự do hẳn đấy.
It's closed.
Một cái mạch chắc lại phải đợi một đoạn nữa sao đấy, chưa biết bao giờ. Xong lúc đấy là tự mình làm cái gì cũng được, kiếm đồ. Đấy. Mà hai thằng này nó nghĩ cái gì vậy? Quần áo mẹ mặc như mấy thằng đàn xin, làm sao mà mở cửa cho vào được? Bây giờ chỉ có gặp cái thằng Captain đội trưởng lúc mà đi ngựa cùng ấy, thì thằng đấy còn xác nhận được. Nhưng mà chỉ sợ nó lại giở trò gì, nó giả vờ nó không nhận. Rồi xong, mẹ nó đổ cứt lên người. Mẹ nó đổ cứt lên người, thôi xong.
You fucking cunts! You know who I am! No, we fucking don't!
Bây giờ mẹ ngựa không có mấy cái cờ của
Sir Hans Capon.
mấy cái cờ huy hiệu của cái chỗ đấy đâu có thì làm sao mà nó tin được. Rồi mẹ bị mấy thằng lính quen nó cười, nó đổ cứt.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws.
Ui rồi vãi, thằng đội trưởng đấy cũng bị mai phục bởi bọn đấy luôn. Vãi. Giờ vẫn còn đang bức binh sự sống. Đấy.
There's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colors.
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Bọn này nó không có huy hiệu.
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me.
Cái thằng kia đưa thư kia thì đưa tin nhắn kia nó còn có huy hiệu trên áo của nó còn xác nhận được. Hai thằng này mặc quần áo như thế thằng thì làm sao mà nó cho vào.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Được bỏ mẹ lại chui trốn vào bên trong. Mẹ tắm rửa sạch và không mùi cứt nhưng mà nó đéo hết đâu. Mấy cái bọn này cứt ở thời trung cổ này nó vứt bừa bãi. Nó không dọn luôn đâu, nó để thối giữa lâu lắm. Không lâu nó mới dọn.
What do you take me for, wench? For someone who stinks like a badger.
Giờ nếu con su nào trong người bị nó cướp hết.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're gonna
Hơn nghìn tiền đấy, mẹ thoải mái ăn uống mấy ngày luôn.
Bring the best you have and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit.
Bây giờ mẹ quên mất mải chơi 12 giờ mở rồi.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Rattay?
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken...
Gì đấy? Đừng bảo chết nhé, chết là quay lại một đoạn dài đấy. Nếu như mà ông hung lưu đấy, thật cả chơi cẩn thận đúng không ạ? Sao đấy? Móc túi à? Móc túi của nó à? Móc túi cẩn thận. Móc trước mặt. Móc trước mặt thì nó nhiều, nó nhìn đi ngay à. Đừng móc trước mặt. Đấy. Ở dưới ấn nhầm thì chết dở thì xong. Tôi thì lại một là trả tiền, hai là trốn ông mà nó lại nhìn thấy ông chắc phải mất một thời gian dài thì nó mới quên mặt ông ấy. Chắc vậy đấy. Nếu mà nó tính theo ngoài đời thật.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Thật mẹ nó bắt đền tiền đấy, còn không là ông đi tù không à. Còn không thì ngồi tù đấy. Ngồi tù mất không biết bao nhiêu ngày.
To finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are.
Đó. Cẩn thận.
Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you've finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Bao nhiêu tiền?
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Chưa được ăn bát súp mà thằng kia đã buộc mình đi rồi mẹ.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my.
Cẩn thận này. Pickpocket đấy. Để ý chữ pickpocket.
Stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests,
Đấy đúng rồi, nó tìm xem có đồ ăn cắp gì không.
off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Doesn't half taste good today.
Oh? What was that?
That is wounded.
Oh, poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Rồi xong rồi, lại cẩn thận không mà. Ôi, chơi cẩn thận lại.
He won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment.
Stuff's undrinkable.
I'll be right
Leave
back.
it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock 'em back like a snake.
Sorry to bother you, but
Ổn
I've
rồi đấy.
seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole? What are you gaping at? Struck dumb by my loveliness, are you?
You were attacked by those bandits.
Quán rượu.
What bandits? What are you on about?
We saved you. Me and my lord there. Surely you couldn't forget.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Thế
What are
gì?
you gaping at?
Đấy,
Have you nothing better to do?
cái này chơi không cẩn thận là lắm lắm cái hình phạt.
Why you
Rồi
standing there like a
mất
pillar of
mất danh
salt?
tiếng.
Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married,
Đang ở quán rượu.
that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathhouse wench.
Quán rượu.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men-at-arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Good day. How are you?
Could be better.
God be with you.
I'm with you.
Going down nicely, is it?
Going down the treat.
God be with you.
And with you.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep breaths.
Cheers.
We'll talk
Aye.
about it later.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits? Nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Berghoff is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere, and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
I'd like to ask about the...
No, I'm not...
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
Oh, I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Passing by in the summer.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
Some noble was resting under it, not for shame, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's back.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
He complained to the bailiff, saying the
Nothing worth mentioning.
to go.
Christ, there'll be nothing nice left here at this rate.
Don't worry. When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be here long after we're gone.
Finished. Your turn.
Để ý nhỉ.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something
Let
to the
it
church
be
for my
now. I
father's
want to play
requiem
too,
mass.
you know.
Isn't it a bit early for that?
What can you do?
It's ages till St. Wenceslas Day, and I don't collect tithe before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if
Excellent!
I would...
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
Xuất sắc. Để quá.
Easy does it. Deep breaths. We'll talk
Mind where
Phải
you're...
rồi.
Cheers.
Aye.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
I fled from Silver Scalets.
Silver Scarlets. You people mine silver there?
Aye. Well, we did. Until Sigismund attacked us.
Bugger me.
He needs coin for his troops, so he goes after the silver. The sly ginger fox. Even the Kutenbergers surrendered to him not long ago, I heard.
Did you lot surrender to him as well?
He'd have had to talk to us first. They just attacked, burnt down the village, and slaughtered most of the people.
I'm sorry to hear that. May God welcome their souls. Thank Christ we've been
Ôi,
spared that
rằng
kind of misfortune so
chuyện
far,
nốt
eh,
mấy thằng
Radovan?
NPC
That's
này.
because they have silver, and we ain't got shit, Crazel.
Good point.
What do they call you, lad?
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samine.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samine and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time.
Lâu gì cơ?
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
À, ăn uống lâu á.
Is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold?
Đói quá thì chắc
It's going to be big. Even Lord von Burgo
chắc là
himself is
có
going
đấy.
to be at the wedding, and he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Ảnh hưởng đến sức mạnh luôn. Với chỉ số khác nhau nữa. Ăn xong nó tăng lại.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. A play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day, so you won't get in without an invitation.
Would it be possible to get to von Berghoff, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important, so the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that'll be needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
I'd like to ask about the...
You've heard all you need to know, haven't you?
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job, and easier. And I can get you to that wedding, too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
About that job...
I look forward to seeing you at...
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn...
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's peaceful here. Is that all?
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now. Thank God.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What brought you all the way from Scarlet's? And who's that companion of yours?
We were straightforward with you, so don't be shy and tell all.
It's a long story. What I will say is that fella who looks like he sleeps in a dung heap is Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. We were supposed to deliver a message to Lord von Bergov at Trotsky. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
The Nux. And she stamps and bites when she's upset.
I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it.
Sổ bên rồi này, bên đâu này, này cũng phải, ui, phải tiếp 5 bước cơ, đầu kia cũng 4 bước thì cũng như nhau. Là chế mấy cái thuốc để lưu game ấy. Tốt nhất là cố gắng có thuốc lưu game ấy, ông cố mà tìm đủ nguyên liệu xong rồi chế thật nhiều thuốc lưu game mà thì để phòng hờ khi mà ông cần làm, đúng rồi, uống đấy ông sẽ lưu game thì đấy, còn không thì ông cứ mỗi lần sợ gì đấy lại thoát ra menu, đấy là cách duy nhất. Nếu mà không sợ mất thời gian thì uống nước cho nhanh, còn không thì cứ ấn vào cái nút mà lưu rồi thoát ra menu thì nó cũng sẽ tự động lưu, nhưng không phải tốn cái gì hết, nhưng mà mất thời gian để vào lại game đấy.